Is this the week, guys, that hour 3 goes below $1 million? Is this the week with that 6-man tag at the end? Is this the week, or are we a month away?
I don't think this is the week. It's going to be close. I think it's still be in that 1-1 range, maybe even a little lower, but I don't think we're going to go under $1 million. But if they do, it's deserved. It's earned.
Do you guys believe, let me ask you a question. Do you believe if that third hour, eventually, bro, the third hour is going to go, it's going to start with the third hour. So eventually that third hour is going to go below $1 million. Do you think when they actually see that number, when they see the breakdown, hour 1, hour 2, hour 3, 992,000 people, do you actually think what they need to see that number, which has been 7 digits since the beginning of the inception of Raw and is now 6 digits? So we're talking 20-something years. Do you think that's a holy shit moment, a wake-up moment, hey, has anybody noticed we just went under 1 million viewers? Or do you think it changes nothing? Do you think psychologically that does something to them when they actually see it?
First of all, don't tell me what to do.
You know what I'm saying, though, bro? When they actually see that number, does that psychologically do something to them? Like, holy shit, we need to do something.
It sure as shit better. I mean, that's a disgrace. They've disgraced their craft. The flagship, the standard bearer, the whatever has now said it doesn't mean shit anymore. And then Triple H gets on online and goes, well, if you don't like it, just turn the channel then. Is that really what you want to say? You want to draw people in? This guy was one of the biggest draws of all time. And now if you don't like our flavor of ice cream, get the fuck out of here. Like, and even if the fact that they're close should be DEFCON 4 situation, right? Like we got to do something right now to get away from this, because if we go under, dude, it's going to be a bloodbath around here, a rampage. Like, we don't want these end of days times, but they're doing everything on this show that I could see to make sure that they're going to go under 1 million.
You know, Stevie, think about that for a second. What Ben just said. Like, if literally Triple H says, okay, if you don't like it, turn the channel. Who wouldn't say, okay? Like, serious? Like, how wouldn't your answer be okay to that? I mean, what do you say? Oh, no trips. No, we're not gonna change the channel. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Or are you just gonna say, okay, no problem, we'll change the channel?
Yeah, I think there'd be like the first letter would be F and the last letter of that would be U, that they would say, because people don't like to be told that kind of stuff, but people don't like ultimatums in general. But when you're telling them that if you don't like our shitty show, go somewhere else, be like, cool, I got 5 hours I don't need to waste now. Here's the problem with WWE in this era, and we've talked about it before. Vince, you were there when they were fighting for their financial lives. Essentially, right?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
They're not. They've never made more money than they're making now. The ratings have never been lower, but they've had such a comfortable situation financially, and they can just turn around and blame the talent, release the talent, bring the NXT guys up, fire this low writer, that low writer. And when it's all said and done, maybe it will be Bruce and Paul, but it'll never be the family that will turn around. Dude, what did you say before, Ben? How many 40, 50, 60, 70-year-old men or women change their total mindset?
Yeah. Yeah. It's super easy to get a 60 or 70-year-old go, I was thinking about that wrong the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah. Bro, you guys,
I could be wrong to that some degree, because you are fairly open-minded. I don't want to pigeonhole everybody into that, just as septuagenarians and octogenarians, but that's true.
Time out.
70 and 80-year-olds.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Ben. Continue.
But here's the thing too, Ben. we're talking about people, and they don't even have to be aged in any way within the wrestling bubble. How many people there can say, can admit they're wrong and switch directions?
Yeah, and that's not even an easy thing to do at any age in human, existence. Only when you're in your 20s to 40s and you're on your Jack Kerouac truth path that fucking
Time out.
Jack Kerouac was
second that timeout.
Yeah, thank you, Stevie. Go ahead.
Jack Kerouac was a beat writer. He wrote Dharma Bums and On the Road, where it was a vision quest in the 1940s and 50s to jump on a train and go find yourself and the American dream or what have you.
Okay.
Please work for this company for one day.
Yeah.
Explain to Vince. Take a picture of Vince and bring it back to us.
Yeah.
Moxley should be Jack Kerouac, but Jack Kerouac influenced Hunter S. Thompson and a bunch of other great writers who were angry like me. Maybe whatever. I'm not going to meet my end like Hunter Thompson unless I keep watching this show, and then maybe I will.
Or you want to hear an interesting tidbit? Billy, our good friend Billy Body again. Billy talked about on this past week's show the talent budget mandate came down from Nick Khan. Nick Khan was, we need to cut our talent budget to this. Bro, I forget what the number is, but they're still like $20 million away. So in other words, there's more big name talent cuts.
I heard that too.
Yeah.
But then here's the other part of the work I heard too, that they're going to have a draft in September.
Mm-hmm.
So guys whose head they've completely fucked with, if Braun's got $1.2 million now, and people are busting his balls for wanting 20, 25 grand to go to the indies, and they maybe one or two money marks will pay it and lose their ass on their show. What if Hollywood doesn't come calling and he's sitting at home all summer long and the addiction's there, and then they give him a call and say, hey buddy, hey pal, best I can do is 600,000.
Yeah. Yep.
Here he comes. Here comes Aleister Black. Here comes the rest of them, where they cut them to cut the contracts, let them sweat it for 90 days while they pay it out, renegotiate for half of what the cost is, bring them back.
Ben, that's what a lot of, like in baseball, that's what a lot of the free agents have to do. They have a price. Nobody picks them up. Next thing you know, the season starts and that price is now half.
I got a different take on
point, man. That is a great point, bro.
I got a different take on that. I don't even think he would get 600,000. This might go back to the days of the opportunity. You might get a $75,000 a year guarantee downside, and then you got to earn it.
Sorry, stay on this path, but mix in your rental car conversation.
I was about to get to that. This is a scary time to be any talent within that company. I'm booking a rental car for a signing July 24th. And I think I mentioned it before, maybe on Patreon, that what happened during the pandemic was nobody was renting cars because nobody could travel. They sold off their entire fleet during the pandemic. What happened was after that, the shortage of chips and all that stuff for the cars, there's cars being built that are just sitting in parking lots waiting to be finished. So now rental car companies are charging, dude, I'm not even kidding, I just checked today, 3 to 4 times more per day for a compact or economy car. For instance, I'll have to pay $100 per day plus about $85 to $90 in tax for 2 days, where that would be an entire week minimum. Then you got to pay for gas. Gas is hitting $3 a gallon. Hey, if you're going to California, $5 a gallon. Hotels, more. Rental cars, more. Food is more. Inflation all around. Now you get your downside cut to what? Dude, people might say no because they'll make more money making on a regular job when it's all said and done instead of working for that company.
That's a great point, Stevie.